talk about Blac Chyna. Y'all seen that Blac Chyna thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I seen that.
Wow.
I'm scared to
Like, I
ask.
don't do OnlyFans anymore.
At all?
Oh, I saw
I
that.
don't do it anymore at all.
With all the money you were making,
Yes.
you just shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because I'm just changing everything about me. And it's just like, it's a dead end. All that stuff is a dead end, and I know that I'm worth way more than that.
But why not just change up the content? Like, you have a beautiful body. You don't have to, I mean, OnlyFans nowadays, you don't have to really bust it open. You can go do a whole show with OnlyFans. You know that you can create a show.
Right. I did.
She's like, you're telling me what I already did. Thank you.
No, yeah, no. I feel like I have other things, bigger fish to like fry. And then at the time I had so many things and lawsuits and this and that. It's like, whoa. But yeah, I'm good. Shout out to the people that do still have the OnlyFans and stuff like that. Get your money, don't let the money make you.
All right.
How she gonna say that at the end? And she just damn deleted it. Why don't you get your money? I'm just throwing it back.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy she deactivated it, but the damage is already done. Like, your image is already, you know, I don't want to say ruined, but in a way it is, because that's what you put yourself out there on a public platform. So I don't want to say it's too late, but it's too late. You know, like, you're always going to be viewed as that promiscuous woman. You know what I mean? But I always go back to I think her name was Drea, and she was like, oh, my wholeness was deleted. So I guess this is like another case of, you know, sorry, my babies are intruding, but I guess it's like another case of, you know, a woman doing OnlyFans or trying to reform their life, or sorry. But yeah, I think the damage is done, and, you know, it's gonna take some years to recover from, you know, being what you put out there on a public platform.
How many years is it gonna take?
It's gonna take forever. Ain't no years. Look
Don't
about
court,
Chris
don't-
Brown.
court-
What he did to
don't court,
Rihanna.
don't
Ain't
censor
nobody
them
forgot.
kids. Don't censor them babies.
It's like they're all in their soft girl era now. Like, that's why I say that soft girl era is like a red flag. Like, it's just them trying to rebrand, you know, their history of being hoes, and they want to call it something different now because they don't want to be wives, but they want wife treatment, but they don't want to really stay with one man, but they kind of do. So it's just like a lot of contradiction. Like, her and Brittany Renner, Drea, like all of them, like, it just seems like they're all just, you know, going on this flip train now after you just told, you know, all these girls and women to do what you did to get, you know, these certain caliber of men, and now they've got all these men and the men don't want them anymore. So now they're like, no, don't do it. Don't do it anymore. It's not good. So it's cleanup, you know?
Well, I think she found the Lord. She went to a female therapist, and they got all the way right. And now she wanna, you know, like I said, rebrand herself. But in the end, then she talk about tell the girls to get their money, baby. I mean, he was trying to push a positive and uplifting message, mostly during this interview, and all of a sudden at the end, you want to go back to ratchet. I don't think you changed. I think your pastor need to re-dip your ass back in the water. I think you need to have a few more sessions with your therapist and to get your shit right all the way. Because if not, you're gonna be alone out there in Florida, next to Balance, with the rest of the Golden Girls.
All right, has anybody else got a different take on it? Go ahead, Jay.
No, I think, you know, it's but so many times a man is gonna pay to see the same roast beef get slapped around. Those numbers drop tremendously because nobody's just paying for that, especially when you got people leaking all that stuff on Reddit. Nobody's paying for her stuff. You know what I'm saying? Once upon a time, it was niche. You know, it was something that people wanted to see. People no longer care. So they start paying for it. Your numbers plummet. And then you try to act like it was, you try to act like the retirement wasn't forced. No, niggas put you into retirement. You didn't retire. You know, they tell you get the hell out the league. We don't want to see this anymore. You know, we've seen too many unsavory characters slap this around. We're done. goodbye. And she's gonna put on a suit and be like, yeah, I'm retiring, I'm hanging out my jersey. No, we burned your jersey like LeBron when he left Cleveland.
So Jay, you say when she didn't go way in the water, that didn't change her life?
Nah, man, she trying to rebrand, but that's a hard thing to rebrand. I mean, everybody can change, but people don't realize that stuff don't just affect you. One day you might want to have a life, have a husband, have kids, and they be like, yo, I ain't about to take your kid into this damn academy.
Man, I thought when they had altar call, that's what changed her. But I guess I was wrong.
Nah, you could get it washed away that way, but I mean, if it's plastered all over the internet, fam, anybody could pull you up at a card game. It's not fun, I don't want to be that person that's dating a person where you could just grab your phone and pull my girl up.
I want to highlight this point. Ronnie, he's a member. Occasionally, I'll highlight some of our members' comments, but he says she's up 240 million though. It don't even matter now.
Yeah, I think
it. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Cameron. My bad. I'll go with you.
I was just gonna say, I think it still matters though, because she's trying to do this on purpose because she wants a man. If it didn't matter, she would still be doing it, or she would have just deactivated the page and not, still be actively seeking out what she still says is a father for her children, because she has 2 children. So I think she's, still looking for a dad. So the money clearly doesn't matter to her. And we've already seen before, like she's been like bankrupt or broke before, or she clearly just doesn't know what she's doing with her money because she's never able to keep her money, So I think that she's just trying to, it does still matter because she still wants a man, just like all of the other women that are doing this do.
So stepdaddy season is still in full effect, huh?
Or it could at this point just mess up her money, depending on how she wants to rebrand herself. OnlyFans, could be the bottom of the barrel of what whoever is trying to rebrand her is looking for. So they could have said, hey, look, you got to cut off that income if you want this income. Or maybe she did get a man and we don't know she got a man and he the one telling her to cut it off because he don't want her on OnlyFans. He don't want his legacy like that. So he's telling her, hey, stop it. I think when you're in the public eye and you're trying to rebrand yourself, everyone is still going to nail you to the cross that you were carrying. Everybody's still going to nail you to the cross. You're just now trying to do something different, and it's going to be hard to do that something different. But at the end of the day, she's a person just like we are. She got to eat just like we do. She got to live just like we do. So if she wants to go a different way, more power to you. She's getting off of a site that we're telling young girls you shouldn't be on. I mean, it's going to be hard for her to, for the public to believe her. But at the end of the day, like we were talking about the first topic, when she wake up in the morning and she feels good about not being on OnlyFans anymore, that's all that matters.
Right, but it's just contradictory because she's only getting off of it now after she's came up. She didn't get off of the app, prior to her financial gain. Like, I feel like it would be different if, she made the page and then a couple of weeks later, she's like, you know what, this is a bad idea. I shouldn't do this. She didn't do that. She's kept this page for almost like 2 years and just now deciding to deactivate it,
I hear what you're saying, but everybody got a side hustle and everybody at some point ends their side hustle because their main job or whatever that main source of income is now enough. Right. Like everybody has that side hustle, or everybody has something that it was just like, I just needed that to get by, or whatever the case may be. Like you said, she wasn't good with her money. So she probably needed whatever she could to support her family. I'm not saying that it's right, but that's her hustle. I'm not an OnlyFans child.
I wouldn't.
But at the end of the day, that probably was her side hustle, and she just cut it off now, just like everybody usually does with their side hustle.
And I agree with that. I do believe, everybody does have a side hustle, but I agree with your first point that you said, she did this because of the image that it brings to her children. So if we were to go back to that, she wouldn't have chose a side hustle in the first place that would have damaged her image to her children. Just like Kim Kardashian, you can't try and sue companies now because the video that you made years ago that you now regret is still surfacing, that your children still can find out about, because it's hindsight. You can't, it's great that you have it, but it doesn't erase that it's there, And so that's why I think if you're a mom, that should be the forefront of your mind. If that's a side hustle that you need.
That's what I was gonna say. It's not even about the side hustle because she wanted to do it for a reason. She got what she wanted out of it, and now she's leaving. I don't think a man told her to stop all that money for OnlyFans because whoever gets with her is just like her. So I wouldn't say a man stopped that. I just believe that she just stopped it because she wanted other, bigger and better things instead of just showing her body. Because she's still gonna show her body, it's gonna be with some other company, and then she'll probably make more money. So it's probably just a business move just to upgrade herself. Just like she said at the end.
How can a 34-year-old single mother of two has been exposed and everything in her body upgrade from this?
I'm talking about money, not upgrade her quality.
What is she upgrading into?
No, not herself, her money. She's gonna be the same. Because like I guess Cameron was saying, she chose that side hustle. So she was already like that. She didn't care about her kids because she would never chose it. So moving forward, she just want more money. That's it. I don't see why else she would stop. Is she the same person? I'm not saying she can't change, but for her to say that statement at the end of what she said, like that means she is still the same. You're not going to keep promoting something that you decided to stop for something negative. You don't think it's negative. You're still saying these ladies, go ahead and get your money up, and then you could leave like I did. That's it. And she wants to continue to do something like, well, I should say she wants to, move on to do something else because maybe she feels she's too good for OnlyFans. Because everybody could get an OnlyFans. All of us on here could get an OnlyFans. So she's like, I'm not like those women. Let me go do something that's going to make me look better. But her quality, no, she's going to stay the same. You can't erase.
Lunel got an OnlyFans. When Lunel got an OnlyFans, I said, all right, what's going on now?
You said who got an OnlyFans?
Lunel, the comedian.
I think a lot of people that's not showing their
I don't
bodies.
know who that is. I'm not in here.
Hank!
You know who that is, Hank.
You know who Lunel is.
I guarantee you.
I don't know who Lunel is.
If you see it, you'd be like, oh, okay.
Short hair, older comedian.
The lady with the blonde hair.
Yeah, short.
Is that her name? I never knew her name. Okay.
Yeah, that's
What did y'all call her?
I call her nothing. I ain't never paid
call her anything. I know she hang out with Cat Williams. That's the only thing I know.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. She always on tour with Cat. Yep, that's her. But if Blac Chyna, if she was really making 240 million, she wouldn't be complaining about Tiger and Rob not paying no child support, yo.
And they have their children 80% of the time too.
Exactly.
Here's my question. Y'all said this was her side hustle. This is her side hustle. What was her main hustle?
I don't know that for sure. I was just saying that if somebody had a side hustle and they wanted to stop it.
Okay.
Her main hustle was actually stripping.
She made money with the Kardashians. So that was her main hustle. She got a baby by the brother.
With the Kardashians.
What'd you say?
What was she doing? What you said she made money?
I think she was like originally
reality
like the
TV.
best friend of one of them before she got pregnant by Rob. She was like a best friend.
Okay, so her main hustle was TV personality.
I mean, we don't really know. But to be honest, we don't really know what a hustles is, how she getting that money. The only thing that we can say based off what we're looking at is that, she came in the game for a purpose. She was gonna get pregnant by somebody that was a celebrity. She's gonna make her money. She was gonna use her body, and that's just what we've seen. To answer Bruce's question, why she may be still seeking money, it's probably greed. I mean, once people get money, they want to keep getting money. So if she can get more money, if she get money from OnlyFans and then get money from her child's fathers, then she's gonna just try to get it by any means necessary. So I don't really see her really being that she wasn't making any money. It's just she's gonna try to recoup as much money as she can. People change every day. So in my personal opinion, I think that people can change, but whether society allow that change is going to be what hits reality for her, is whether she's going to be able to be accepted from the world. But she could change. We just don't know if it's going to be accepted or not. That's just like us. Like you can sit here and say, I grind every day on YouTube, I'm this and that, and then you hop up there, it's going to be, if the people accept you and they adopt what you spending, then you're going to see the numbers rise. You can change formulas. You can stream late, stream during the day. The number's still the same. Like the people putting you where you want to be. You can try hard all you want, but if you don't figure out that formula, guess what? You're going to still stay the same. Unless the people decide to choose you. That's just the world we live in. Like a lot of times we don't determine our value. Society does. So that's just my thoughts on it.
So, but I don't agree that she, I'm saying, is trying to get more money. I don't think she can. I mean, I'm not convinced that after making $240 on this program, there's another level up waiting on her. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, she says she's worth way more. She's worth way more now. So I'm trying to figure out what is it that she can elevate into from being at this level, a single mom, 34 with 2 kids, with her ass plastered all over social media and everywhere. What is her next step? Like, that's why I asked her what was her main hustle, so I can know what her natural talent was, or her initial talent or skill that could possibly level her up from a OnlyFans $240 million career to what? Like, what is after that?
Right.
So if it's nothing after that, then it would have to be some man saying, some pimp saying, "Hey, look, I love you. You know, you 34, you about to hit 35, you want to be married, you got to come down off of that."
I think she make like appearances at clubs.
I don't see no contract 400 million, 500 million saying, "Hey, look, you got to get off OnlyFans if you want to level up."
Right. Yeah, and see, to add to Bruiser's point, I think that's why I was gonna say, like, that's why the rebranding is like basically impossible, because if she didn't have like a degree or some type of something talent prior to coming into this sex space that she's now in and been known for, it's kind of like, what do you do to keep up the lifestyle now? Because, you know, she still has, you know, of course the father's, from what they say, keep the children 80% of the time. So it's like, even when you do have your kids, she still has this lifestyle that she has put herself in that is lavish. So it's like, now if the money's not coming in from whether the men she's with or OnlyFans, she still has to find a way to supply her lifestyle that she has put herself in, because they don't want to, you know, come down in lifestyle after they've lived this type of life for so many years.
Does OnlyFans have royalties?
The lady died. Yeah, ain't no 401k or 457 in the OnlyFans, huh?
No, you gotta enroll in your own.
Damn.
And TMZ reported, they reported
They
a
not
bunch
profit
of
sharing her. They not profit sharing.
Has she ever been on other than Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Has she ever been in like a movie or anything like that? Blac Chyna?
She had her own show.
Probably can't say the title that she was in. I don't think we could do it.
Probably one of them hood movies, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Out of the truck, man, we got to try to get this business going.
Like a Tubi movie? Like what you
Yeah, exactly. Like a Tubi movie.
I'm just saying, like, a lot of people, I mean, you know, look at Cardi B, how she was on that movie with Jennifer Lopez and what the storyline was. Like, you know, a lot of these TV personalities, you know, they have this rebranding, or they're out in social media a lot because there is a new project and it's very calculated in how and what they're doing for it. So I'm wondering, I mean, honestly, I'm not even worried about the personal life, because it is what it is. We're going to think what we're going to think about her personal life. But I think I'm wondering if, because her mom is in social media a lot, and if y'all don't know how they go back and forth and how she really doesn't pay attention to her mom, they had a show. So I'm just wondering if it's just, you know, I don't believe anything out here on social media. So I'm just wondering if it's just entertainment purposes, and if there's like a new project coming out or something, a new show.
That's actually a good point. I never thought about that. Like Cardi B, Carisha, they have been able to literally do the same thing, but somehow, nobody seems to think that they're on the same level, even though they're doing the same thing. So yeah, I don't know. Kim Kardashian too, they all do the same thing. So I don't know what it takes to get the different perception of society.
But I mean, those women elevate, like Kim Kardashian.
My back door.
Kim K elevated from if she was on the Kardashian shows. I think she made way more in her future endeavors, you know what I'm saying, than on that show.